This is Transcend with Nat, where we are awakening to the spiritual heart, sharing stories and awarenesses along the path of transcendence. And welcome to Transcend with Nat. This is Nat. I am your host. And today I am going to be discussing with you finding clarity, especially when you're making decisions. Sometimes we tend to try to game out all the different scenarios so that we can figure out how to get what we want or how we're going to control the outcome. And so this is a discussion about those things. And to do that, I am going to be using my book again, Transcending the Practice of Spiritual Living, Volume 2. It's my latest book. I'd love for you to buy it. It's available on Amazon, and you can get it at my website, transcend.online, as well as find out about the things I'm doing. If you want to join us on Tuesday nights, I'm doing the light gatherings where you have a chance to put things into the light, to reattune to the light, and just to let go and come into that space, supporting others as well by holding the light for them and what's going on in their lives. It's just an opportunity to connect in. And we do that online on Tuesday evenings, Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night, even Wednesday morning if you're in Australia or New Zealand. It's just a great opportunity to let things go into the light. I also want to tell you about this retreat that I'm going to be doing really soon here in Puerto Rico, right down the road from where I live. It's a beautiful location. It's right next to the beach. You're going to be able to walk to this beautiful beach where you can swim. There's a blue hole that you're going to also, part of the retreat, learn to free dive. You're going to get a beginning course in that, as well as a beginning course in surfing, a very gentle surfing course, as well as an opportunity to e-foil, which is this really fun water sport where you stand on the board and it floats above the water. And all of this is geared for beginners. And if you aren't a beginner, there's opportunity for you. Like if you've surfed before, or you've free dived, you can still come and there's opportunity to enjoy that as well. But if you've never done any of those things, it's a great opportunity if you're feeling a little adventurous or you want to just have some time in this beautiful blue tropical water, the beach, as well as doing this really important inner work. It's a great opportunity. It's a 5-day retreat, good food, good location, and you're going to have that opportunity to go inwardly and reconnect with the truth of who you are, with that authentic self, with your soul. You're going to have the opportunity to let go of things that are blocking you in your limited mindsets, in your mental level. You're going to be looking at and working through processes of letting go of emotional blocks and hurts, as well as unconscious blocks. All these things are meant to let go of the things that are stopping you from having the greater joy and loving and goodness in your life, of that experience of being more connected to yourself, to the soul, and to the light. And so I highly encourage you to check that out, that 5-day retreat that's here in Puerto Rico. It's on my website, transcend.online. You can get it through there. It's called Spiritual Currents. I'm doing it with my good friend who I worked with in Aspen last year, Gretchen Bleiler. She's a Olympic athlete, been to the Olympics a couple times, won silver in snowboarding, has won the X Games a bunch of times. But we met doing the 2-year course with University of Santa Monica on spiritual psychology, and she's great. We work great together. We can really help you and guide you through these processes together. We have a great team here, great cook, great everything. So it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be really fun. You get a chance to work with me and her a lot more closely. And so I highly encourage you to check that out. My website, transcend.online. You'll also get whatever else is going on, including, if you're not signed up to my weekly newsletter, you can sign up there as well. It's also called Transcend with Nat, and it's available through Substack, but it gets delivered to your email inbox. So go to transcend.online and check all of those offerings out. So I want to talk to you, and I'm going to tell you a couple stories that I talk about in this book, Transcending. And the first one is related to someone I was talking to who's having a difficult decision, and he had his wife there with him, and they were going back and forth about this decision in his career and his work. And they were trying to game out all the different scenarios and try to figure out what these other people were going to do and what the possible situations would be, and because he had gotten an email that he was trying to figure out how to respond to. And I asked him, I said, okay, if you did not care about the outcome, if you just let go of whatever the outcome is, what is the answer? What do you know in your gut to do? And he said, silence. He was super clear. You could hear it in his voice. Often when people are clear about a decision, or they know the decision, or they speak the decision that's right, even when they're unclear, they're consciously, mentally unclear. They don't know which way to go. But when they say the right path for them, you can hear it because they know it. They're just second guessing it. So when you hear someone and you're listening, which, by the way, is going to be a major aspect that we're weaving in, is learning how to listen. As you're listening to someone, to others, you can hear in their tone, you can hear in the quality of how they say something when they hit that decision, that path for them that is the clear one. You can hear it. And so I heard it. He was super clear about silence. In order to get that clarity, he had to let go of the need to control the outcome. Often that's what mucks us up, is we're trying to control, with which my teacher, John Rogers, said is the master addiction. Control. I know for myself, it's one that I got to work on. Trying to control. The opposite is cooperating. Cooperating with what is. It's accepting what is. It's moving with the energy that is present. It's moving with that inner knowing that I know inside of me, in my heart, and having that line up with the emotions, the mind, the actions. So if you're in a situation where you find that you're questioning this or that, let go of the outcome. Put it in the light. I was talking about the light gatherings that I've been doing. That's an opportunity to put things in the light. That allows you to let go of control, because it brings forward that experience of letting it go to that which is in control. When you let it go into the light, you are letting it go to that which is already in control. And that allows you to stop putting the pressure on yourself to control the whole thing, which you cannot control anyway, and attempt to really try to control the outcome to make it happen. So when you put it in the light, you're letting it go to that which is in control, and you're opening yourself to move into cooperation with that. And in that place, you can more easily attune to the truth that you know inside, to that inner knowing. Often you have it in the gut feeling. It's what some people call it. And then if you move into your heart, if you move into the expanded place within you, it aligns with that too. It's not just your gut. The heart knows. The spiritual heart. The spiritual heart is all of you. It's the totality of who you are. So if you let go, you can find that knowing. And sometimes there isn't an answer this way or that way. Sometimes it's equal no matter what you do. Sometimes there isn't an answer. Sometimes the answer is something you're not even aware is a possibility. So as you let it go into the light, as you let go of the need to control the outcome, and as you really get in touch with that inner place inside, then you can come into the clarity. And if you're talking to someone who is a trained listener, knows how to listen, they can reflect to you when you are clear in what you're saying in your decision and the choices. Because when you hit upon that clarity, someone who's a trained listener will be able to hear that in your voice, and they can reflect that to you. That's something I do with my clients. At times, that's what's necessary, is to listen. A lot of what I do is listening and just reflect back to my clients in my personal work with them, to reflect back to them the truth that they have said, and to reaffirm for them what they already know. So when they say something and it hits in the energy, I just acknowledge that. Say, it sounds like that's your answer, and it sounds like you're really clear when you say that. And they usually go, yeah, that's true. I am really clear about that. Just have all these other things going on in my mind. There's many ways of handling these times when you don't have clarity. But something that's really helpful is when you let go of that need to control and you use those ways that I've been talking about to let go of that need to control. Where you just look at, if I didn't have control of the outcome, if I let go of what the outcome is, what is my inner truth telling me? And then hear what others have to say. Because you'll find that as the more you let go and the more you're in the clarity, sometimes you'll go with someone else's truth. So I found that sometimes I've had an idea of how things should be done. And if I'm working with others, sometimes I disagree with them. But when I talk to them, I hear that they're clear inside. This is the clear approach for them. And so I'll let them go with that. Be like, okay, I disagree. I think this is a better way, but we'll go with your way. It's a letting go of the control, because when you can let go of the control, sometimes it's taking the control and doing that, taking the authority. I wanted to share these stories with you, these ideas of how you can look at things differently, how you can get in touch with that inner knowing more by letting go of those things that block it. And you can read more about that in my book, Transcending the Practice of Spiritual Living. Because isn't that what we're all doing? We're just practicing spiritual living. I don't think you can even help it. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it, including you, whether you know it or not. You're practicing spiritual living. So until next time, God bless you all. Berush Beshan, which means the blessings already are. 'Cause I'm free. Just forgive yourself. Come on, let it be. 'Cause I'm free.